What type of side business should I start? Now, a lot of people have been calling these side hustles, side business. Some of you actually call them hobbies. I would say skip the side business and make it a business. So many of you might have a job or you might have a business. So why add extra to the business? If I was going to add extra to the business, I would have it be collective. For example, if you're a videographer, right? Is that all you're going to do? Why don't you outsource to make sure you do copy? You could do SEO. You could do all sorts of like page development for anybody who needs to be on social media and have a presence on the internet. So there's so much you can do with a skill set. And that's where we're going to focus this conversation of where and what should be your side business, your side hustle. And by the end of the video, I'm going to convince you, talk to you, and encourage you to just make it a hustle, which means go make over 100 grand as an adult. You make over 100 grand, it changes the game significantly. Now, here's a few fun facts on the side business strategies. 39% of adults have a side hustle, and I'm going to say that's a hobby turned into something that could be monetized. The average side income is $810 a month. 1 in 3 side hustlers turn it into a full-time business. So I want to focus on picking the right business, on focusing on the profits, and then growing it into a hustle again to that 6-figure business. And when you actually come and really learn from us as you're an adult, I want you to start a minimum of $10,000 a month. That's $120,000 a year. And then we can reverse engineer how you're going to spend it, how you're going to use it, who you're going to hire, etc. So first of all, what do you do to pick your side business? Most of you, again, started as a hobby. It's something that you enjoyed to do, decided you could actually make some money at it, or you did some basic home services is where I see a lot of side hustles. You're actually mowing, you're helping somebody else with their child care, maybe food prepping. If somebody has an in-house gym, I know there's a lot of people who do in-house gym, in-house massage. There are so many ways that you can make money. It's what do you have? What do you know? What do you like? So in the notes, I have what's called the skill set analyzer. So I want you to fill out the skill set analyzer. This is how you've made money in the past, what you're actually good at, what you could be making money. Then I want you to go download another gift there in the show notes, which is the entire Millionaire Maker version 2. I want you to read the first 3 chapters. I want you to go to a gap analysis of where are you and what do you want? How much more money do you want this side hustle to make you, this side business to make you? So a lot of times what happens when people are learning to make money, right? It's the old traditional Susie Orman, Dave Ramsey, old school models, which is if you need money, go get a job. If you need more money, get a second, get a third. Get a job if you need a job, if you're not good at being an entrepreneur. And some of you aren't good at being entrepreneurs. So get a job and then you supplement the income you want so you're not living on credit cards. Because that's why so many people are in credit card debt, is because you outperform or outlive your ability to make money in your job. So you still need an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. So most of you use a credit card. I'm saying, go get an extra business and do something that you love, and ideally bring your kids into it and bring them into it early. So what could your kids do to be a part of it? So I bought assets like laundromats when my kids were growing up. I bought a pizzeria, which was really fun for them to learn. So things where they can engage and they can learn more about it. Even when I did, real estate and property management. I mean, my son was out, he would paint houses, he would be out fixing stuff, and he was little going out. That way you can employ your kids. Your kids are deductible, by the way. So pick a cash machine that's going to be fun, viable, and sustainable for you and your family for years, not just like through a summer. Focus on the profits first. First of all, let's get to money first. So don't plan to plan. Pick something that's in the skill set analyzer. Go look around the internet, the bathroom walls, see what everybody else is doing, and then create some distinctions to be better. So whether that's tutoring, if people look at tutoring, I'm just going to tell you, tutoring, the bell curve at the top, the norms, there's a ton of them. Where tutoring can get more lucrative is you got your special needs and you have your gifted and talented. And then you have music, you have art, you have all things that have been left behind that are not part of the curriculum in most school educations. So pick that in a tutoring model and you'll make more money. In fact, part of our big table, we actually helped create the Tutor Doctor as a franchise, which has now been across the entire country. A lot of our folks have done more of a licensing model, is like 1-800-GOT-JUNK. If you have a truck, go haul stuff away. You get paid by the pound. There's so much money in hauling other people's crap. I have another college kid who actually all he does is go into dorms and goes into apartments, hangs the TVs, helps do whatever they need to the landlord so they preserve the walls. And when the client moves out, the student moves out, they go back and repair the walls, get ready, and they do it again, and they do a new installation. So they're constantly installing and uninstalling every 9 to 12 months. Great little cash machine, thousands and thousands of dollars. So pick something, get to profit fast, and don't stick on something where you're, like I'm going to say, beating a dead horse, where it's just not making money. If it's not making money, your model's off, your pricing's off, something's off. It's not that difficult to make money really quick. Now, if you're enjoying some of this, I have an entire 4-year playlist of a lot of different topics. So I want you to subscribe to the channel, click that notification button, be here 5 days a week, and share this with 5, 10, 15 of your other friends and family who want to lean in and make extra money. Now, to grow beyond a hustle, let's just think about that. So to actually grow a company, there's about 7 divisions, right? There's marketing, which is going to be out here on social media, attracting somebody to what it is you're selling. You got to sell them something, and really quick. You don't want them marinating in a database and just, doing a whole bunch of stuff for free, because then you condition free, and then making money gets more challenging. So you're going to market, get them interested, sell them something. You're going to count the money, which is in your accounting system. So now you have an accounting division, bookkeeping. Then you have to fulfill what people bought. Then you got to do customer service on what they bought. And then you're going to follow that with all your operational and technical abilities. So when you think about it, don't get scared of it. Say, I'm not good at all those things. So where am I going to hire first? So I'm going to strengthen my strength and hire those weaknesses so you can get up, keep profits on the forefront, and focus on a $10,000 month. So we do an event once a month that has a marketplace where you can come, pick something, come, learn, pitch 100 people your thing, whatever it is. You can actually be in a marketplace. As we move into 2026, you really want to lean in. We're going to be doing 2 marketplaces a month in addition to our Millionaires in Training. So I put that link in the show notes. So when you join Millionaires in Training, it's a group that started in 2020, right when COVID and the pandemic hit. And it's a way of helping people understand what does it take to be a millionaire, and making money is a vital skill set. So check that out. If you have any questions at any time, go to askloral.com, ASKLORAL, and let's get you up to a 6-figure business so you can make a decision. Do you keep your job? Do you keep this as a hustle and hire a lot of people? Maybe you get a second hustle and a third hustle. Up to you. Can't wait to help.